Welcome, everyone, to the latest episode of the Set List of Life with the former bandmates of Dolly for Sue. Tonight we have Aaron on guitar.
Hello, hello.
Christine on the drums.
Hi there.
Kirsten on the keyboard.
Hello.
And I'm Leslie, your vocalist for this evening. I also don't sound like I'm in a shoebox on the table, hopefully, like we did last week. But you know, we do what we can.
That's right.
We try to make it happen.
We did, and we made it happen.
We made it happen.
It's the best we got.
It's the best we got. It was the best we had.
Our song for tonight is No Roots. Oh gosh, who sings No Roots?
Bishop Briggs.
No, it's not Bishop Briggs. Oh man, see,
I got no roots.
I only do half my research. That's a problem.
I don't know because I wasn't a part of that song.
I wasn't a part of that song.
I got no roots.
That was after me.
Oh.
You got all the
Bishop
words.
Briggs.
We just don't have
We
any
did
of
a
the
Bishop
roots.
Briggs song.
All
I
right.
wasn't part of that one either. Well, I missed the good times.
Oh my goodness.
No
No,
roots.
you did miss the
No.
good times.
You
No
were in the
roots.
good times.
Alice
Smack
Merton.
dab right in the middle.
Oh, that's right.
Alice Merton.
Alice Merton. I don't think we've.
Has
I don't
Alice
think
Merton
Alice
done
no.
anything else?
I think Alice was a one-hit wonder.
I had never heard
Go
of
ask
Alice
Alice.
Merton before or since. Not that she's probably.
She
I'm
had
sure she's
that
great.
Florence and the Machine
Yeah.
vibe
Yeah, I know
about
that.
her.
The song I know.
But
Right.
but that was the only one she did that I know of. I'm sure maybe
she has lots of great stuff that we
if
don't know
anyone's
about.
an Alice Merton fan, I
or
don't want
Alice
to.
Merton herself.
Or Alice, if
Alice
Alice is
Merton, if
listening,
you're
Alice,
listening,
I'm not poo-pooing your career. I'm sorry.
We'd love to hear what else you have going on. It's a good song.
I picked No Roots because I got my hair done today.
Ooh, it looks good.
It's a little dark.
No, I like
you
that.
mentioned that before.
was
It's
my
a
line.
little
It's always
dark.
a little dark. So
I was like, wow, we're going way back in color, but okay. All
it's
right,
really
no
good.
big deal.
I like it.
It makes you look more like the Puerto Rican princess.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's very flattering. I like
well,
it.
thank you. I don't know. I was like, they spin you around and I was like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
all right.
But it's natural too because there's highlights through there
Um,
that you probably didn't have done that you just actually naturally have.
I think, I didn't have highlights done.
Yeah, no.
But now I have No Roots. I had a good day. I had waffles for dinner.
Ooh,
that's
a
one
good
of my
day.
favorite dinners.
I handed in my Cologuard.
Oh,
Hey.
how about that?
I mean,
no
no roots
and no cancer. No roots, no cancer.
So in the book of Leslie, banner day.
Yeah, awesome. No roots and Colgard.
It could have gone down a whole lot different.
Could have been so much worse,
We have
right?
the bar
Right,
set
right.
here. Yeah,
Right?
you set the bar about here.
Yeah, the bar's
That's pretty much
the bar.
the story of us.
Kind of near
well,
the bottom.
Well, adequate is good.
What's the? See now, my brain's not working. What's the game where you shimmy under the bar?
Oh, limbo.
Limbo.
Yeah.
I have a limbo level of
All right.
Yeah.
anticipation, expectation
Yeah, me
for my
too.
day. Yeah.
So I also had pros and cons. So I mean, it was all pros, but I had a mammogram and it was fine.
Oh, that's
actually huge.
Good news. That's
So
very good
for
news.
me. That's a really big deal because I had breast cancer 8 years ago. So and every time, and I didn't realize because we talked about doing something else last night, and then later I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh, like and I had a birthday lunch afterwards, which was very fun.
Right.
But just a lot going on. But the mammogram, I was so happy, and I was happy I got the results right away. And she's like, everything looks fine. But now when I go to those diagnostics, because I have to do it twice a year, it's always fine. And I'm not nervous or upset while I'm there, but I'm always just exhausted when I get home.
bet.
Oh,
Even
yes.
when it's good news.
Which you probably don't realize how nervous you probably.
Yeah, no,
subconsciously
it
are.
just takes a lot of energy. Like
I'm sure.
that-
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, because I get various scans throughout the year, and it's always fine during the time. But I get home and I am just physically and mentally and emotionally just wiped
Exhausted.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
So I had to kind of recover with that, but it's all good now.
Oh, good.
that's good.
Yay.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're going around the room. Cologuard, mammogram. Anyone else?
Joey got his permit.
Joey got his permit.
Wow. Okay.
So now that's everybody.
All right.
It was my last first with that. It was kind of sad in a way.
Oh,
The last
yeah,
one
that
who's
is,
gonna.
yeah.
Like you all still have people who don't drive. but,
Right.
like, yeah. it's
Yeah,
my
that
last
is
first.
kind of like you're not sure if you're happy or sad or just
Yeah, it's
relieved.
like a time
a mixed
time thing.
emotion. Yeah.
They're
But-
growing up.
But here's what I realized. So he got in the car to drive, and I forget that he's 6'2", 2. And like we're planning on buying a new car for the kids to replace the one.
Oh, but you might
Okay.
have a different car.
But like
if
we're
you're sharing
going to
it with him.
replace it with the Subaru again, but Subarus are small.
I was
And,
gonna say, so
like,
he's touching.
He's my first
Touching
like,
the
like
head,
he moved
touching
the
the roof.
seat back in the car and it like hit the back seat.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I have kids that size.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
See, I mean, Brenna's 5'10", but
Just tall.
No.
Yeah, but
6'2"
not.
is a whole other ball
Yes.
game, and he's still growing.
Yeah.
6'2" and 15.
My clan does not have height problems. Well,
Yeah,
at least not
no.
tall height
Well,
problems.
Yeah.
Leo's not
How
short,
do you-
is he?
Yeah, he's like 5'11". He's not tall.
Okay, yeah, he's like
average.
Jack.
He's
Yeah.
average,
Like
but
Jack,
like
right.
he's tall for
Right.
us.
Right.
No, I get it. I get
The
it.
rest of us, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Chris's grandma was literally like 4'11". Like we
Yeah.
got a lot of tiny people in the ancestry.
Yeah. Well, I think my
yeah.
mother-in-law is like 5 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some of those too.
Yeah, we
and
took our-
I have a 6'3" kid.
We took our
I-
kids to the
it's a
doctor the other day, but it was all of us. We're all crowded in this room, and the things on the wall to measure, blah, blah, blah. And the kids go over, oh, you're this tall, and I'm like, I'm going to shuffle on over there and see how tall I am.
Yeah.
And then I had
Are
all
you
this-
shrinking?
How tall's the bald kid?
Oh no, Aaron's shrinking.
No.
So now I'm 5'9", which
Right.
I used to be 5'10".
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm not really
He's
sure.
taller than that, though.
The,
You
the
come
thing on the
across-
wall said 5'9", and then I'm like, Kirsten, get over here.
Was she shorter
She was smaller
than she
too.
thought?
So it's
Oh,
either they
Maybe
did
their thing is
but I don't know.
Maybe,
It's the doctor's
yeah.
office. They can't do that, can they?
Well, they're not. Yeah. No, they can't because they also, we've had that issue. Actually, now that you mention it, at my pediatrician, they always measure the kids shorter
Then you think
than
they
we
are?
think they are. Like when we measure them
Yeah.
at home with a tape measure up against the wall.
Right.
And then at the doctor's office, they're always shorter.
Like an inch or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And heavier.
Oh, really?
I'm like, so either
Right.
we have some sort of anti-gravity
They're,
thing
they're,
happening at my
they're
house.
stacking the charts
That's
here.
fine. I'll take your
Right.
scale. I'm
Right.
going to weigh myself at Leslie's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
I
you going? Got to weigh myself.
Yeah.
I think the
Oh.
last time I was measured and I was like an inch shorter too. And I was like, I'm just disregarding that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
People are often surprised when I tell them how tall I am. And they're always like, huh, I thought you were taller.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like,
get that
oh no,
too.
that's just the attitude.
Right. Yeah.
But I get
I'm
that
big
all
in
the
life.
time. And
You seem very tall.
I'm 5'6".
Really?
And everybody always thinks I'm taller than
Yeah,
that.
I would guess you were a 5'8".
I would say you're a
And I am
5'8".
consistently 5'6". So,
Oh, you
I would
seem
say you're
taller.
5'8".
You always wear
Yeah.
heels,
But you do wear heels a lot.
little ones though.
but you wear
still-
heels.
But I know I wear my sneakers all the time.
Well,
Okay.
But that'll give you an inch.
Yeah.
I just have like I do have like
You have a
decent posture.
yeah. You have
I
and you
stand
have
up
like a long
She
life,
does.
And I have a
body
lot of
type.
hair. Hair can sometimes make you seem taller.
Yeah. No, you seem taller.
I don't know. People always think I'm taller. I'm like,
That's good.
because
Good
when
thing.
they ask where,
I always wanted to be really tall.
did you see?
did.
And so did Bryn. Bryn at 5'10" wishes she was
So how
taller.
tall are you? You're about like me.
I'm 5'5".
Me too. Well, I think I am, but my doctor thought I was 5'4".
No,
But I'm
no, you're
still,
fine.
I'm 5'5".
Yeah,
too.
yeah. We're
average.
Pretty average.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
people always go, huh, I thought you were taller.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, well, you do have,
I just-
big personality.
There's a lot of big things about me, just not my height. Yes. So now I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to
How was skiing?
skiing was
Oh, yeah.
great. It snowed the night I was talking to you guys, and it snowed the whole day while we were skiing, just enough that it was decent. It wasn't like
Right, powder.
but it was decent. And by 4:00 we had skied it all off and we had a
yeah.
good day, but it was a very good day.
Good, and your back was okay, I guess.
My back was fine.
Oh,
I
good.
didn't have, no. Actually, the worst part was so here's me trying to be all sneaky, like I'm the insider. I know what's happening. So there's several different parking lots, and there's this upper parking lot that's actually on par. It's at the top of the mountain. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Where did you go again?
Seven Springs.
Okay, I've never been.
And you can actually catch a chairlift right there. So if you're a season pass holder, that was the place to go because you would park and just slap your skis on and get right on the lift up at the top of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
And there is a shuttle. Well, there should have been a shuttle that runs from the resort to this parking lot. So I'm being all like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And I pull into this parking lot. And we park and the girls get their stuff out and we're all ready to go. And we're standing at the shuttle stop. And this guy comes up and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. They're not running a shuttle today."
Oh.
And I said, "Oh, all right. Well, is there a way to get down?" He's like, "Well, you can walk all the way down through all the parking lots, or you can just walk down the mountain, like the slope that we were on." And I was like, "Oh, sweet. I'll do that. That's fine." So the walk to the resort to get our tickets and our rentals and all that stuff was easy peasy, right? Just right down, good to go. So at the end of the day, I said to the girls, "You guys keep skiing. I'll go get the car and then I'll swing down and get you." Well, I couldn't walk back up the slope because when I went down the slope hadn't opened yet. So they weren't going to let me walk up the slope.
With skiers on the trail.
With skiers on the trail,
okay.
right? So I was like,
see.
"Oh, it's fine. How bad could it be?" Oh my goodness. I was more sore from walking
From
the
to the parking
resort
lot?
to the parking lot than I was from skiing all day long.
Oh,
like my
really?
butt was so sore because it was just
Straight
incline.
uphill.
I mean, well, it was windy, but it felt like an 70% incline like the whole way. It was crazy. And I finally got
Were you
up
carrying
to
a
the
lot
top.
of stuff?
Yeah, I had all like the extra
all the-
stuff.
yeah, all the
I'm like,
extra.
yeah, oh gosh. But
Because you thought it would be easy.
I thought it was going to be easy. Oh well, that was if that's all I had to complain about. That was
That's
fine.
pretty
And other
good,
than
but-
that, and it was good to see some friends. I was laughing because not unlike you guys, my friends from high school. One of the nice things about it is you all share the same memories, right? And so when you have an individual memory like an old boyfriend, right? You can forget things, right? Or when you have a bad breakup and then months later you're like, "Oh, but you only remember the good times," that sort of
Yeah.
thing. So when you have individual memories that you can cloud,
filter.
and filter, remember what you want, but your friends
They don't
from
let
home
you forget anything.
never let you, because we all have the same memory and they always keep you in check. And I mean, we just laughed and laughed. My one friend is very grounding for me because she looks at me as someone who just can't stick with anything. Like,
Hey, you've been with us for
Yeah,
No, but she'll be
you
like-
can't stick with normal things.
no, she
but
was.
maybe.
I mean, I was laughing so hard, I literally almost peed my pants because she was. We see each other's kids in spurts, so I hadn't seen her daughter and since before COVID.
Right.
Oh, right.
And so she's like, "Oh, this is my friend Leslie. She flies planes, and then she'll stop that, and she'll build a boat, and she'll do this and do it." Like, but she
Right.
makes it sound like I can't carry anything
Right.
through. To,
Right. Right.
Little
So
plane.
it was good. No, it was good. It was
didn't
very
know that.
funny. It was very. It's good to be around those people. It's good to be back with you people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
know.
plan to see them, or is it just that that's
No, and actually, I'm gonna. I'm a little bitter because whenever I go home, I have to go. Like, I'm expected to go see everybody, which is fine. But no one ever comes see me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're a destination.
they all right?
we are
yeah.
a destination?
Right?
Do they all still live
Everyone
there?
from
Most of them,
Pennsylvania
yeah.
come down and see Leslie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when I come home, like, I'll get crap if they find out I was home and I didn't stop
yeah.
by. But no one ever comes here.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I'm going.
Well, it's home.
Well,
I get
know
it.
it's
I mean,
home.
it's
Yeah,
home.
I know.
It's home.
It's home. But it was
You
good.
have a place to stay.
True. With my frog, which I brought,
Yes.
so we can name her because poor thing
She's
never
big.
had a name.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
So
It was
sad she didn't have
so
a name.
big.
Yeah, the frog is really.
that's what
the
I
frog
said
is
too.
like baby size, like
She's taking up
toddler
the
size.
whole length of the width
side
The
of
whole
the
width
table.
of the table.
That's yeah.
She has
It's a big
real
frog.
baby shoes.
That's,
She's a big frog
Who made this again?
I don't know who made it.
Oh, okay.
My mom bought it for me.
at the church bazaar.
It looks
That's what
like
I was
it
thinking,
looks
like the church bazaar, one of those craft
One of the
fairs.
church
like-
craft fairs.
It looks like one of those crocheted toilet covers with a head, with a baby doll head.
Yes.
Oh, those things.
Yeah. But
I sent you the card that my mother-in-law made.
that
of
was
my
awesome.
husband. And speaking of crocheted baby doll covers, so I sent it. So my mother-in-law made this funny card with my husband, and it on the front it had his picture of his 4th birthday with, I don't know, he's like got some cake with trains on it or something. It says Kevin turns 4. And then you open it up and it says Kevin turns 54, and there's a picture of him over Christmas falling asleep with his mouth open on the couch with like a blanket. And I sent it to my girlfriend, and she's like, that's so great. The only thing that would be better is if he had an Afghan.
Oh.
And so I told my husband that because I thought it was really funny. And he said, what's an Afghan?
Oh, no.
Does he not have a grandmother?
I said, it's that those ugly crocheted blankets like your grandmother gave us for our wedding gift.
Okay, so
He's
for
like-
what it's worth, I crocheted blankets for all of my friends for their wedding gift.
Oh, you did?
I sure did.
Were they peach and brown?
No, and they weren't made with all of the, because my grandmother would do with all the extra, like,
Were they like the
the
square?
extra yarns that she had. No,
This was like
mine
the
was
square.
The,
Like they had the different squares.
Oh,
It was
right.
peach and brown.
No, we're talking about that.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like the old lady
because it was
Afghan.
because they would use the extra yarn that they had from whatever other crafts
or
they
the
were
colors
doing.
that
Oh.
no one else would buy.
Yes,
right.
So it was in the discount bin.
Right.
So
I
it would
have
be
one.
the ugliest,
Yes.
but it's usually
Yeah.
like brown and harvest gold.
Yep.
Or brown and peach.
orange.
Well, those colors
Yeah.
were all in then. I have one that my great grandmother made. I'll take a picture and I'll send
Okay.
it. It's the warmest blanket ever, but it is neon. It's like the green of the sky, and then like Christmas red, and like a blue. Oh, it's all. It was her
Wow.
leftover things.
That's
and
a
it's
lot.
all uneven.
That's a lot of stuff going
That's
on.
a lot of look.
That's yeah.
That is.
That goes in any room.
Right.
Or no room.
It matches
Right.
so
And it
poorly
might go
that
in
it
your
matches
bedroom.
everything.
It would go in my
frog.
bedroom.
Yes.
That goes right in the drawer. Is where that goes.
But you know what? It is so warm that I don't care. It's the greatest blanket. And that
Something
blanket's
happened to
very
the crocheted wedding blanket somewhere along the.
I don't-
Somehow it went to
old. I'll make you one.
Goodwill. Okay. All right.
I can't
Can I pick the
crochet or
yarn?
knit. I've tried. I
Crocheting
can't
is
do
super
either.
easy. Knitting is not, but crocheting is super
doesn't
easy.
seem like something I want to do.
Yeah, I did. Can't. I
It's very
can't.
soothing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It just it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I do think I remember like trying like when I was a kid or something and not getting very far and getting bored and just but I did needlepoint. That was a big thing in the 70s.
I did do
in the
needlepoint.
80s, and even 90s, because I did cross stitch a lot.
Yes.
Of cross
Oh
stitch.
yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
We were more crafty back in the day.
We were more
Aaron-
crafty.
Aaron's
Do you
falling asleep.
remember-
Sorry, we're talking about
do you-
knitting here. I'm just like,
Do you remember those
What is this,
bags?
NPR? What's happening?
Yeah. Do you remember those
Exciting
like
stuff.
you get a kit like when you were a kid of like these rugs? It was like yarn. And you,
Yes, the hook rugs.
Yeah,
the
the
latch
rugs.
hooks. The
Yeah.
latch hooks.
Aaron's now rubbing
I
his
did
eyes.
like doing that. Okay. They're like, all right.
Hook rugs.
It's like, how are we going to save this?
Okay.
Cross stitch.
Stop talking about the 1970s
So-
crafts. Okay, just stop.
I don't have any hook rugs in my room at home.
I don't have any. Do you guys remember the crocheted beer hats?
No.
That was, oh my
That might have been
gosh.
an Iowa thing.
I think it was.
That was
Wait, okay, I gotta find a picture. Like there's just no way to describe it.
Why
It's
is it
like
a beer hat?
Because it's made out of old beer cans that are crocheted together. And
Wait,
I'm
what?
not lying. It's a real thing. It's
So it's like a hat.
No.
It's a hat.
I
It's
thought you
really,
meant like a-
really bad.
My
One of
son
those
would
koozies
love
for a
that.
beer can.
Yeah, no,
Even though
I-
he's not old enough to drink. But he
okay.
would think that was cool.
right.
Okay, crocheted beer hats. Google.
You're not giving him the beer, just the
No.
tops.
Crocheted
Although,
beer
while she's
hat.
looking that up, I will tell you my
It has
my
to be like Bud Light or but actually Budweiser. I don't think it was
Budweiser. My son likes to and I may have said this before. He likes to call me and tell me of his escapades just to shock me, like things that I
Crocheted beer
don't want to
hat.
know.
Right.
But nothing
Okay.
nothing terrible, but just college escapades. And he thinks so when he called me.
PBR.
Oh, there's a PBR one. That's
there you
very
go.
cute.
Never seen that before.
You've never seen that?
Do they sell those on Etsy?
I'm sure they do.
So they cut the can and they
They
flatten.
cut the can and then they crochet a hat around
They
it.
poke holes in the metal and then they
Yes.
crochet
that
it
one
together.
actually looks kind of nice.
That's one of the classier ones I've ever seen.
One of the classier ones.
I'm saying.
What?
Well, they wouldn't
Did you
be.
see the other one?
They wouldn't
Here's
be warm.
slits.
Oh,
Schlitz.
Schlitz.
Oh.
So yes, you have to have the classic beers for something as
But wouldn't
fancy
that be
as a
cold
beer
on your
hat.
head? Like, wouldn't the metal get
I don't
cold?
know. I've personally never worn one.
Maybe
but
they're
I have
lined.
seen them. Oh, here's like a beer.
I mean-
Aaron's still struggling with this conversation.
This is like a more like contemporary version. That's a different style.
Oh, that's
than
like a
back
toque.
in the day.
With the little ear
A
flaps
toque?
and the
Is that called a
pom-pom.
toque?
Oh, yes.
It's like a ski hat.
Take off, you hoser.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I love
see?
that movie.
Oh, God, help us all.
I
goodness.
actually might have to try to do those.
Okay.
I kind of like those.
All right. Well, game on.
Game on challenge. I'm
All right.
making some of those.
We're having the crocheted beer hat
But-
contest.
So when
Who's
Leo
gonna make
We're
the best
losing him.
one?
He's tipping over backwards in his chair.
Aaron's like, I've lost control of this thing.
well, when Leo was calling me today
To shock you.
to shock me with his
Oh, yeah.
escapades, he's pledging a fraternity now.
Okay.
And so as a pledge, you have to carry around a pledge kit. So you have to have
What's a pledge kit?
We have to have things in this kit. So if a brother walks up to you and says, "Hey, I want this," you have to have it. So there's an assorted number of things that need to be in this kit. And one of these things, so the shocker thing he was trying to tell me today is he was going to Dick's to buy a knife because you have to
Like a
have
Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, well, yeah. But he was like, so if a brother walks up and says, "I need a knife," you have to have, and it can't be a butter knife, right? You have to have that on you. But it's just, it's odd things. It's not things you would normally carry on you.
Okay.
So he was
Is there
calling-
a list?
Yeah. No, they all have to have the same stuff.
Okay.
And so he was calling to tell me that he was going to buy, to shock me that,
Yeah.
Right.
because that's not something you want to hear your
I'm
kid
going to buy a
necessarily
knife
going out. But
today.
he bought one of those little tiny Swiss Army ones that you keep on your keys, like the little, with the toothpick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Multi-use,
one of those.
multi-tool.
You did?
Yeah, the multi-tool.
Yeah.
So
what kind
anyway,
of tools are on there? I don't even know. I never.
it's
had
a
one.
scissor,
Scissors.
scissors,
That would be handy.
and a toothpick and a tweezers and there's a knife and a file because I have
Okay.
one on my keys.
And a can opener.
Oh yeah, this mine
You're
doesn't have the
like-
can
you are
opener. Oh,
prepared.
maybe it did have the can opener.
got the little-
Yeah. Maybe it did have a can opener, but it's the little teeny tiny one. So he's trying to shock me, and then that's when I mentioned he's like, "So what are you doing today?" And I was like, "I'm pooping in a box." So if you're going to tell me your business, I'm going to tell you my business.
That's right.
And you probably don't want
That's right.
to.
So there you go.
So-
I can shock
in
you
a
right
box.
back.
That's right.
There you go.
He was like, "Well,
Wait, that's
all right."
some-
That's what you have to look forward to when you turn 50, kids.
Right. Someday you'll poop in a
is
box
life.
too.
Someday
If you're
you'll get
lucky.
to poop. If you're lucky,
If
you'll
you're
get
lucky.
to poop.
Right.
You
don't
know,
poop in a
Right.
box.
But
By
yeah,
the
there are other
time
ways
they're
to do
50.
it that aren't as fun.
No, I know.
I
And
mean,
I
I
have
have
to
never-
do the
I-
non-fun ones.
I was
because
to say
of
I've
my
never
issues.
pooped in a box. I do the non-fun kind.
Yeah, me too.
So what did you look up to find the beer hats? What-
Crocheted beer hat.
Oh, you did. Well, it wasn't a technical
It's
term.
that simple.
There's no term for the
That's no. It
Crocheted
wasn't,
beer hats.
It wasn't popular. Like I don't even remember who. Probably some like kid wore them to school in elementary
No, it
school. But you
was
would
not
see them
popular.
at those like bazaars, like the craft fairs and things
And
like
maybe
that.
maybe in the Midwest.
Yes. It was a Midwestern
Not
thing.
not on Long Island.
Not something we're proud of, but
Not even in Pennsylvania. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Nope. Never.
no.
Nope.
Gotcha with that
Gotcha.
one.
Oh, yeah. But now I'm
But-
intrigued.
well, we wore that with the bread bags in our shoes and our
Right.
boots.
No, but
so-
we had those.
Yeah,
Those
we
we
had
had.
those.
You did
Yes,
have those,
we had the
okay.
Wonder Bread. Yeah, Wonder
Yeah,
Bread bags.
cool kid.
Over your shoes.
the cool kid. You are the cool kid.
cool kid with your Wonder Bread.
Bread bags and beer
And your
hats.
totes.
I know. I had my Roman meal bread and I didn't have a beer hat, so I guess that wasn't so much.
You were
It was just okay.
you were an outcast.
Right, exactly. I wasn't one of the cool kids with their crocheted beer hats and their Wonder
Oh,
Bread.
I can crochet a beer hat for my frog.
Yes.
Yes, who still
That'd
needs
be
a name?
nice.
What's her
We
name?
need to name her. I don't know. It's tough.
Miranda.
Miranda.
Ooh, Miranda's
I feel
nice.
like, yeah. Melissa, Miranda.
Gertruda.
No, Gertruda. That works.
Greer.
Greer.
Oh,
That's my name. You can't name the frog Greer.
that is
so
using
not
that
nice.
name. Yes, Greer it is.
That's going to be my granddaughter someday.
Well, then when you think of it, you'll think of my
Greer
frog.
Gertruda.
Greer Gertruda, because it is like the Cabbage Patch names. What was yours again?
Rochelle Portia.
Yeah, Rochelle
Yeah.
Portia. Greer Gertruda.
Mine was Ann Lillian and Roderick Rowland.
Exactly.
Roderick
Greer
Rowland.
Gertruda.
Roderick Rowland.
That's it. We
Those are
got
good
it.
names.
Dude,
All
that was
right.
so easy.
Duh.
I thought that was
Easy.
going to take
Yeah.
My heart hurts.
And someday if you have
Love
a little
it.
granddaughter, you're like, oh, and there's a really funny looking frog. That's how I
I'll hang on to it
Leslie
for you.
will have to gift it to
Yes.
my
Well,
granddaughter.
she's lasted
There
this
you go.
long.
She's lasted. I think she's like she has a long
kinda-
life
I mean,
ahead of her.
She's lasted 42 years. I think she can maybe last another 15, 20.
Man. Have I got a present for you?
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's less than 20.
Well, you never know. Who knows?
Who knows?
I can just
Maybe not.
imagine her opening it. What the hell is that?
Right.
Yeah, JJ was
I may be
telling me.
senile in 20 years.
JJ was telling me how his one friend in school, his mom is 30.
Oh,
And I was sitting there, I
the
go,
mom's 30.
the mom's 30.
How old's the and wow?
The kid's 10.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's not,
JJ. I thought you meant
Yeah.
Leo for a second. I was
No,
like,
no, no.
what? I was trying to the mouth of my head.
so I
Like,
mean, it's not that unreasonable,
no,
right?
It's not unreasonable, but
And I was like, man, I could be her mother.
yeah.
Damn.
Case has a friend like that. Like when I found out how old the mom was, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because it'll just make it weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to even
But-
talk to her. I'm
yeah.
never going to speak to her.
Exactly.
Just, we're not going to have
Solves
that
that.
interaction. That solves that.
Hi. Yeah.
Nip that right in the bud.
Yeah, that's weird. It is weird.
Yeah. So you never know.
You never
They
know.
can have them young. They can have them old, like me.
Right. I just had them old, so
I had 'em
that's
old.
all.
Animal.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
We all did.
Well, I think our generation, it's more normal that a lot of people didn't even start having kids till 30s and older.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was a reaction to my mom had her first at 18 and was always
Well,
like,
right.
have your life, live your, whatever. So I lived my life.
Right.
But that was generational too, because
Yeah, they started younger back
Yeah.
then.
That's what she
That
had
was-
wanted. She wanted to, graduate high school. She met my dad
got married, had a baby. Yeah. No.
right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now people aren't even getting married.
Oh, true.
True.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come back around though.
You think?
Do you?
It is.
I do
It
think it's gonna
is.
come back
You're
around.
right. It's cyclical.
I do think it'll come back around.
I was thinking about, it's funny to think that we're living in the 20s.
Oh, that's true.
You're right. You're thinking
The
yeah,
roaring
the
20s.
roaring 20s.
And you think that's so old.
It's weird.
That is
Because
weird.
you think about the 20s of 1900.
Right.
yeah.
We're
I never thought
We're
about that.
living in the
I never thought
20s
about
right
that
now.
either, but you're right. Oh, that is weird.
yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. To think about like 100, well,
very
we talked about this
confusing.
at one
Right,
point,
right,
but
right.
100 years in the future, how they'll refer to the 20s.
Yeah, that's so weird. And they want in the 1920s.
We won't
they
know
won't.
because
We'll be dead.
We'll be dead.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Who knows?
It's
There you
In
go.
100 years?
true, but that's,
100 years, Leslie?
I don't want to be.
Probably.
I don't want to be that.
All right, let's put the dead talk again. Let's talk about
Yeah,
the-
you
I'm
we
with
yeah.
do
Let's-
drift to
let's
death a
talk
lot,
happy.
don't we?
Do we're and we're all for here because usually it's when like somebody's gone that the rest of us
Aaron.
go dark.
what do you mean? I was just talking about the 20s.
No, I
You guys
think-
took it to
yeah.
death.
We took
I
it to
think
death.
I took it to death.
Oh, you
said
did take it to
Well, you
death.
said 100 years from now.
Yeah, and then
but
we're
I
like,
did take
oh.
it to death. I gotta stop. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oy, goodness gracious.
All right, let's start. Let's get off the death. Come
Lord
on, off
have
the death.
mercy.
No more.
I
death.
passed 250,000 miles on my car this week.
I saw that.
Wow,
Congratulations.
impressive! Wow, congratulations!
Heck yeah.
You keep up with the oil
a
changes,
lot.
I assume.
That's a lot.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
you're
I keep
meticulous about the oil changes.
I am.
That's awesome.
What kind of car is it?
A Honda Civic 2006.
Wow.
Very reliable.
They've,
right.
yeah,
Love it.
very. I love the Hondas. They're
Gets
very reliable.
high 30s, like 38 miles per gallon.
My last Honda had over 200,000 miles. I forget what the total
My
was.
Toyotas all get
Yeah.
well into the one somethings.
Yeah.
but That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can make 300.
All
All right, go for it. Let us know.
We're pulling for you.
Yeah.
We're all, yep.
Yeah. That or Elon comes out with his.
The truck thing that you like.
No, I'm waiting for the 25,000. So back in 2018, 19, something like that, Elon announced
Okay.
that in the year 2023, he is releasing the model, whatever it is going to be called, Model 2, we'll call it, for 25,000.
Oh.
Oh yes, I've heard there's been a lot of
That's not going to happen, but
there's
Yeah.
been a lot of backlash from Tesla owners about the huge drop in price.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
huge drop in price. prices on Teslas have been going up, increasingly.
Right. No. But that there's
dropping. They're
potentially
not holding. Oh,
like something that's coming out that's going to be
okay.
a huge drop in price, and they're not
Must
happy
be
about
the
it.
thing that he's talking about.
I guess that's a different issue. You're looking at me like you have no idea what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
Her?
Yes, because you're
mean-
saying that he's going to come out with something that's
Affordable.
right, which would be a huge drop.
Eventually, it'll probably be out 2025 now because there's big supply demand problems, and they're focusing on the truck.
Okay.
So, but I'm holding out. I really
All
want
right.
this Tesla.
Okay, well,
All right. Well, another 100,000 miles, and
know.
you will have earned it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about the only thing that happened to me this week.
So
My
this,
garage door got stuck today.
Oh, but you didn't
Please don't
injure
put that on
yourself.
you didn't put on your
put it
head
on
this
your
time,
head.
right?
No.
Okay, thank God.
No, but I can't figure out why it won't go up. It's driving me nuts.
Oh.
So that's my next
Did your spring break?
DIY problem.
Did you look at the spring?
So
look at you, Leslie.
Ah.
I just call people.
now this was all a matter of like 5 to 10 minutes today, just kind of looking at things going, okay, where's the problem coming from? But from memory, I didn't specifically look at the spring, but from memory, I don't know,
I don't know.
but I'll figure it out.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to think of the name. There is a good garage door place, a great garage door place. Very reasonable, good work if you need it.
Yeah, but I'm an hour that way.
Thus, the 250,000
Hey,
miles.
people, they need the work.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And it's out this way.
I'll have my people call your people.
Let's do that. We'll connect.
All right. There you go.
We'll do lunch.
I can look on my garage door and give you the name of our people, but I don't know that they do good work. So
Yeah, I've had issues. Well, I had a friend, one of Ava's friends, this was years ago, was picking up her daughter from my house, and she forgot to put her car in park
Oh no.
in my driveway. And so we were chit-chatting at the front door, and we hear this, bam! And her car had just driven itself into
Into your garage door? Oh no.
and we had just replaced it.
Of course you did.
well, thank God nobody was like playing on your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I went through several garage doors in a very short period of time. So I can vouch for these people.
There you go.
Yeah. So I had a funny garage door. So we have a golf simulator in our garage, and we had to replace our garage door because it finally got hit, like it went off the rails. But when the guy came out, like he'd never seen anything like it, because you could see we had a cheap garage door, and there were like pock marks
Where all the golf balls.
But it was so funny. Like people would walk by our house, and they'd hear out, whoa, like and it sounded like
My
they're
best
like,
friend
what's
used to do that with hockey pucks.
Oh,
You do know you have a golf course right across the street.
I know, but it's not me that does it. Yeah, no, but they like to. Sometimes
too
it might
far.
be raining or it might be cold, so they
Oh, all right.
they have the simulator.
That
in
your
the garage.
boys have all worked at too.
Yes. No, it's there. I'm not saying it's just what happens at my house.
It's just what happens.
It's how it rolls. So we got a nice lined garage door now. So now it's not only like mangled on the inside, but the outside looks fine and it's staying on the rails.
Right.
So,
Okay.
That's
yeah. So if we ever sell our house, I'm gonna have to get a new garage
You
door.
got a new door installed?
front door.
How's
Not
the
yet.
front
It
door?
hasn't. Speaking of supply chain,
Okay.
I went with the USA company,
Okay.
and they have to make the door.
Yes.
So it takes a while.
It's going to be a while.
So I won't actually get the door till maybe mid-March,
Oh.
even though I ordered it weeks ago.
Oh.
But they have to. It has to go through the
Well,
process.
we'll all have a big
We'll
party.
have a christening.
Right.
I'll smack it with a champagne bottle,
There you go.
and we'll name
You're
it
going to be so
Greer
excited.
Gertruda. That's my door. I'm naming everything.
The name
Greer
is
Gertruda.
taken. The name is taken, and
Nope.
I don't
Greer
think
Gertruda.
that this Greer would be very happy about it. You'll be sleeping, and she'll just come on over, and that's it. Smothered by your frog.
Oh my gosh.
She's not taking this very.
No.
Yeah, she's not. She's not happy. That's
why I went there.
Greer Gertruda thing.
Look how sad she made the frog.
So sad.
The frog just wilted everyone.
yeah.
She's so sad
She's
that
got a
Christine
split going
doesn't.
down here, which is, impressive.
It
Christine
shows how
doesn't
press of
don't
splits.
actually care. You can eat whatever you want.
Oh, that's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh. So today I was looking, I have a family member that was low in iron and iron supplements. I don't know if anyone's ever had to take
I
those, but
take
they're
them.
terrible. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to take 'em
every pregnancy I had to take 'em.
I've had to take them every pregnancy and I don't like them. So I was like, well, let's see what else we can do. So I looked up, I'm like,
Hamburgers.
what foods are high in iron? And I was like, aren't cereals fortified with iron? I think they are. So I Google, cereals that are high in iron. And number 10 of the list, and I'm not joking,
Lucky
is
Charms.
this.
Poop like a
Champion.
champion.
Poop like a champion.
It's a
I
real
would think
cereal.
the iron would clog you up.
Yeah,
I would
that's
think.
generally
You would
it does.
think.
Yeah.
So maybe there's fiber thrown in there too.
There's a lot of fiber. So anyway. and
Meanwhile,
so-
we're not phased by the fact that it's called poop like a champion. I'm
You
more
were
like,
pooping in a box
I
today,
know.
Leslie.
This is going around the room. This
Poop
is
like a
really
champion,
funny.
poop in a box.
maybe instead of no roots, it should have been no poop. Okay.
poop.
No, I got
So
no poop.
poop like a champion. Apparently, I think you can get it at Walmart or you can get it on Amazon.
If this is your first time listening to us,
We're sorry.
please stick around for next week.
We're sorry. But it's interesting.
I didn't order it. I just
And
But
Aaron, keep this
I
in
just think
mind.
it's really funny that it's a real product.
No, I'm not pointing to you because of the poop issue.
I mean,
I'm pointing to you
He's the
because
youngest one here.
you have elementary school kids that will do a science fair, say 5th, 6th grade, probably.
okay.
One of the coolest science fair projects my kids ever did was we took the different cereals that claim to be iron fortified to see which had the most iron.
And how do you
If
know?
you put the cereal in a blender with some and liquefy it, and you put a magnet, you need a glass blender.
Oh.
You put a magnet on the side of the blender, the iron
We'll collect.
will collect on the
Really?
magnet. And so they got to measure which cereals had the most
I should
iron
order
fortification.
the poop like a champion and blend it.
and see if there's really that much
I
more
think
iron.
that's what we're doing. We're doing a science experiment next
Science.
week.
So, but this is so funny. So there was on their website, there's this picture of this old lady and you see her face.
Is she smiling? She
No.
doesn't look like she's smiling.
She seems impressed.
Says, my 90-year-old mom's doc suggested she add more fiber to his diet. I have no idea which Christmas elf gave her this. Ahem.
Oh, and
And
it's
but you just have to see the old
she's
lady's
like,
face.
yeah, she's sort of like, well, maybe I'll give it a shot.
So anyway, so I go on to the Amazon reviews and oh my God, they're like the funniest thing.
Oh, I love reading the reviews of certain products.
Yeah, so you got to like read the reviews of Poop Like a Champion. I'm going to pull up see if they still have the first one, because there's one. They were so funny. Look, Poop Like a Champion cereal. There's also gummies, and it's expensive. It's like $12, and apparently you should
If
not.
you're gonna poop like a champion,
you should
gotta pay for
don't
it.
sit down and have 4 bowls. There's all kinds of. Okay,
This is not poop like an amateur.
right?
This is poop like a champion.
This is the Wheaties
This is
of poop cereal.
high
it says it's keto friendly.
Of course it is.
Gluten-free, casein-free.
Yeah, it is 82% of your daily fiber in just one serving.
Damn.
my
See, that's
God.
got to. What I don't understand the poop part because it all sounds very clogging.
It does sound clogging, but okay, where's this?
That was always
this
the
review
problem
is
with
so
iron
funny.
supplements.
yeah.
Oh my God.
GAWD.
Yes. I'm on a low carb diet, and although I thought this would be a great cereal to try, the order arrived Saturday. I just finished a 2-mile walk, and I had a lot of water to drink, as suggested in the other reviews. I tried a bowl, half a cup, with almond milk and a little fruit. It tasted okay, nothing spectacular. More water, more walking, nothing. More water, more walking, nothing. I decided that another half cup bowl might work. So I had another half cup bowl that night for dinner.
That's not what you.
More water, more walking, nothing.
It's coming.
And then the cramps started.
Oh no.
I was up all night with stomach cramps and gas. I had many quote unquote false alarms throughout the night, but nothing. Based on what was happening in my stomach, I was almost afraid to fall asleep. But I finally did around 4 a.m. The cramps were gone the next morning. I had a normal low-carb breakfast of coffee, bacon, and eggs. Nothing. We went shopping.
Even coffee didn't
Did a
help
lot of walking.
Yeah.
Nothing. we decided to take a quick trip to Walmart. As soon as I stepped into the door, it hit me. I had to go.
No.
Like then.
In Walmart.
Luckily, the restrooms were by the front entrance. I'd like to take a moment to express my deepest condolences to anyone who was on the other side of the stall in the restroom. It wasn't pretty. And I couldn't stop going. I remember thinking, so this is how I'm going to die. In a Walmart restroom. When I finally returned to the store, my husband looked concerned. I had 2 less traumatic movements later in the day, but I stayed close to home, and I was not going to risk another emergency. And after another crazy bowel movement this morning, I'm beginning to wonder if I've done permanent damage to my digestive system. Bottom line, it works. You may just need to wait for it. Don't eat more than recommended. You'll regret it.
Oh, no. Oh, so they have a recommended dosage.
Yeah, so apparently you don't want to eat much. So then I found this other review that was describing the taste. And this guy said, it tastes like cardboard, not just regular cardboard. Tastes like the packaging of a toy from the dollar store in Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
So anyway, if you just want to, if you're bored, I would highly recommend looking up the Poop Like a Champion on Amazon and just reading the reviews because they're very funny.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
wow.
Some creative writing. Okay. Well, actually, they didn't have to be that creative. I guess apparently it was true, but
well, she had some things get off her chest.
Yeah.
She did, but then. Oh my gosh, the reviews are so funny that people just snarky comments are like, it's great. I'm a regular customer.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So anyway, we should probably change the subject, but anyway, I thought it was fun. It was the thing that made me laugh today.
That's a good one. I like it.
I have not tried Poop Like a Champion, but yeah, someone also recommended this is a great white elephant gift.
Oh, true.
Yeah, if you have to go to a Christmas
you would
party.
think it was like a joke one.
Yeah, but it's a real product. And apparently you can get it at Walmart. I don't know. I mean,
you can get everything at Walmart.
That's what they say on the website. It's like $12.
Because, they sell fake boxes.
Oh, yeah. And
that have
right. Fake products.
Have fake products on the ridiculous products.
But this is what it sounds
and it's
like
just
it
an
would
empty
be.
box. And then you're supposed to put a good present
inside it.
Right.
So we did a white elephant with friends of ours, and my friend's daughter thought she bought the box, and it says on the packaging that it's just a box, but she didn't read that part. She thought what she bought was actually the goofy product.
You're right.
And she was so excited.
Oh, really? And then she found out
and then we get it, and then it was
just
just a box, and she was like, "Oh man,
this isn't a real thing."
No, she was very disappointed. She thought she was going to have the best white elephant present ever.
Right. I didn't really get pooping cereal.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like one of those you would get Poop Like a Champion as a false box, but no, it's a real thing.
That is, it's a real thing, and
Poop like a champion, my friends.
Oh my gosh.
We're even dragging Queen through the mud tonight.
Right. We're just there's no one is spared this evening.
No.
Yeah. Poor Queen. Poop Like a Champion, crocheted beer hats.
Speaking of Queen, you've been working on the song, Aaron?
Oh yeah, how's that going? Aaron's
I have
been
not
busy.
had any
Give the
time.
lyrics to Joey. Joey will write it.
Well,
He'll
you
write
have the
music.
lyrics?
I do have the lyrics.
I did
You
listen
give the
to.
lyrics to Joey.
I'll give them to Joey, and I'll have Joey write it.
I did listen to the song that you said.
Which
the
one?
Imagine Dragons
Yeah,
song.
there were like 4 of them.
Yeah, the last one you said
And
it
you
was more
thought it was
uplifting and whatnot. That I think when I get around to it, it's just a matter of finding a similar groove.
Yeah.
Because
It doesn't have to be. We just
I know.
threw that out there.
I know. But it's me. So I would probably kind of go down that route of similar feel of Imagine Dragons. They've got usually I'm noticing with Imagine Dragons they're very not drum oriented, but drum oriented.
Yes,
so not like a drum set,
exactly,
but more of
drum.
like a percussive
sound.
like a
type
rhythm.
of sound. Right.
And they're very formulaic. Like
Right.
all their a lot of their songs follow the same formula, where he comes in singing with not a lot, and then
right.
it's a deep down sing, from the diaphragm with a big.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. With
Yeah.
a little tiny guitar part in the side.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So I've started the process. I just haven't gotten to actually putting the song together.
But throw it towards Joey, see what he comes up with.
Joey versus
He's
Aaron.
right.
No. You can. That's fine. And he is deep in tech week.
Whoever
But after
comes up with the song first.
after not this coming weekend, but next weekend, he'll have more free time because then the play will be over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, actually, I'll throw it to JJ too, because he writes
There you
songs on
go.
his iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well,
That's
a little-
awesome.
We'll have a
little comparison.
off.
It'll be like
That's cool.
back when American Idol used to they used to have
Yes.
an original song for
Yeah,
the people
remember
to sing
that.
at the end, and
Yes.
they had to
Oh, right.
pick
And
which
they have
song
to do
they
it
liked.
make it their own.
Yeah,
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why did that go away?
competition. I don't know.
Is that show even still on?
Yeah,
It
It's-
is?
In fact, it's starting up in a couple weeks.
Really?
Survivor
I haven't
is
watched
still
it
on,
in
too.
years.
Chris loves the Idol.
Does he?
He loves
I
the
used
Idol.
to like it a lot, but I haven't
and
seen
he'll
it
admit
in so
it.
long.
He admits he can't name like the last 5 winners, but he
No.
loves
Oh, yeah?
the Idol. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. Like I used to watch Survivor, and then like the next season, I'd forget who won the season I had just like religiously watched.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
You've moved on.
And,
Like,
and keep in mind, think about who watches American Idol. It's usually preteen girls.
Really?
That is
oh, that's probably why we don't watch
core.
it. We
Yeah,
don't-
no,
we don't
it's-
have anything
I
like
don't
that at my
have
house.
any preteen
So,
girls anymore.
a lot
even
of
any
for,
girls.
for several years in a row. It was the winner of Idol was just the cutest
Boy.
Oh.
and it didn't have a lot to do with singing.
But it never did. That's why it was always America's favorite singer, not like.
Well, right. That's why it was Idol, because you were
Best,
supposed
right.
to. It's
Yeah.
more than just
You
a
have the
singing
it
competition.
factor.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
have the it factor, but
Right.
you have to understand who's voting.
Right.
And when they show the audience, it's a lot of girls.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right?
I haven't
I'm
watched
not
it in
saying guys
years.
don't.
No,
I mean,
that
Chris
makes
loves
sense.
it, and he's a guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the general voting audience is going to sort of be drawn, I
To a
think,
certain-
to a certain.
Like Teen Idol.
Are they voting
Teen
on
Idol
the
type.
show?
It's a live voting.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a live voting in the audience, or is it open to?
it's open to everybody.
everybody.
Anyone can
Have you
vote.
never seen
Aaron,
it?
you can vote.
No, I've never
Yeah,
seen.
don't you?
not
used to
ever,
be
not
able to
even like way
call
back
in.
when
No.
it was
No?
decent.
No,
Not even back in the Kelly Clarkson days
no.
and
Those
Ruben
type
Studdard.
never has appealed
Look
to
at you
me.
pulling
so
those
I
names
don't
out.
enjoy. it.
I don't
No
was that?
cover though. I like that
Yeah,
one.
no cover we like.
Yeah.
I just brought that show up again to Joey because we were talking about that
Really?
thrash metal or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's a metal fan. Like there's like 75 different genres of metal. So I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, check out this one. So now he's
Oh.
like gonna watch the show when he has time.
I'd be interested
Okay.
just what kind of metal he's into.
He's like Metallica is like, well, his favorite bands are Queen, Metallica, Rush, and Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
So like, I don't know, like he's kind of all over the place. But
Yeah.
like when you listen to, he has Bullet for My Valentine on his playlist. I'm trying to think of his playlist that I've been listening to. Who's the other one? There's another band. Oh, Dragon Force, which to me is a fake band, but whatever.
Okay.
Have
Why is it a fake band?
you ever listened to them?
know
I've never even heard of them.
Me neither.
Okay,
Never heard
like
of
did you
Dragon
ever
Force.
did you ever
No.
play
Wow.
Guitar
No.
Hero?
Yeah.
No.
So the song at the very end, the like it's I can't do it, but like
It's technical.
No, that was great. Do it again.
do that. No, but it's very like
How'd that go
video.
again?
It's very
Remind me?
See, I love it.
It's very
Now I know.
Oh,
it's
that.
very video gamey sounding. Like I even said
Oh.
to him, I'm like, do you think they take themselves seriously? And then he got mad at me. But it's like speed metal.
Oh,
But
okay.
like it's like techno
technical.
speed
Techno
metal.
speed metal.
I don't know. He is more of an old school kid though. Like he totally appreciates like David Bowie and like all of the bands of the 80s.
Okay.
Like whatever it is, 100.3 classic rock. That's like one of his favorite stations.
Okay. Well, I mean, I
But
only
talk to
ask
him.
because I will.
He'll tell you.
I will talk to him.
Did you say, Aaron, that you liked Borat?
No, I do
Oh,
not like
I
Borat.
liked Borat.
I find him
You liked Borat. I knew
extremely-
someone said they liked Borat.
I did like Borat.
So
Found it entertaining.
there is I never, I'll be honest, I never even saw Borat. But there's a new TV show on called Kunk, C-U-N-K.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Kunk on Earth. And
Kunk on
Kunk
Earth.
on
What's
Earth.
it on?
I believe it's Netflix because that's all I watch.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it's this woman, Philomena Kunk.
That's a
And
beautiful name.
she does this sort of pseudo. Don't quit pointing at my frog. I'm not naming my frog Philomena Kunk. I like Greer Gertrude. Although I can't say that either.
Greer
I'm
Gertrude.
Does it
I'm
roll
having
off
rough.
the tongue
It doesn't
the way
roll off.
Philomena Kunk does?
Philomena Kunk does.
Philomena
But
Kunk.
she does this like fake. She's very good at making it sound like one of those documentaries, like a serious historic TV show. Like you're going to learn something about the ancient Mesopotamia, right? But she kind of pulls the Borat card where she's not making fun of other people, but she's meeting with real scientists and real historians.
She asks them
and she's
ridiculous
asking them
things.
questions, and they're just looking at her like, okay, like, and they're all British, so they're trying not to, they're very like, do
Very-
not want to offend, right?
Right.
And honestly, it is very funny. Like,
So what
and
kind of things does she ask them?
she'll just ask like, oh, so she was sitting with this one woman asking her about the Dark Ages, and the woman said, well, actually, we don't use the term Dark Ages anymore because that applies that there was, nothing of quality when in actuality there were great artists and scientists that came out of that time. And she's like, it was a bit shit though, wasn't it? Like, and the woman's like, I guess, or,
Right.
like, she just,
Right.
or she'll just ask a question and she does a great job of making it sound like it's something that should be right.
Right.
And that takes you a second. Like it always takes them a second.
To be, she said something really absurd.
Yeah.
or-
Like, and sometimes, and sometimes it's plain silly, but like sometimes it's just so sharp and so funny.
Okay, so what is this called again?
It's called Kunk, C-U-N-K.
And it's
Kunk
on
Earth.
Netflix?
And it's on
Kunk
Netflix.
on Earth,
Philomena
okay.
Kunk.
Kunk on
Is
Earth.
it
I'm texting
episodic?
myself.
It is. It's episodic. And so she
Okay.
starts with like,
Is this a new series?
yes.
Okay.
And she starts with the beginnings of history, like with cavemen and stuff. And then she's now on America. I've watched a couple episodes now, and we're now on America. But it's very funny. And like the one guy, the poor man, and there's a couple of the scientists that actually start kind of playing, like they're funny too.
Right.
Like so
Yeah, they're playing
they come back at her. But there's like one guy, and he just does not get that she's
Silly.
like
This is a character.
right. And like she was talking about the Wright brothers with the initial flight, and she says, well, how far was the first flight? And he's like, oh, it's a couple 100 yards. And she's like, I could have walked that. And he was like, yeah, but that's not the point. Like he was getting like pissed off, right? And, but she's like, and so at what point did we realize we needed toilets on a flight? And he's like, and he's just like, what? Like, like I thought,
Right.
So I don't know how,
That's funny.
it seems like a lot of the people aren't in on the joke. Like they think they're on an actual
Real show.
Right.
show
Right,
interview
right.
kind of thing.
But
But it
what
is
kind of interview?
if you need something stupid and entertaining that you don't like, don't have to care about. There's no plot. She doesn't go over any history you don't already know, which is why it's funny because she's kind of, making
Yeah.
jokes about stuff.
Is drunk history still a thing?
I don't know. If it is, I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I think you can see it in streaming.
Replay. Right.
But I don't
didn't know
think
if
there's
they had
been any new. But it's on the lines of that as far as
Right.
entertainment. Like
Yes.
nothing necessarily of quality. Just haha.
Right.
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 You need something light
Right.
to laugh about.
But I knew one of you said you liked Borat. I couldn't remember.
I liked Borat. I liked Nathan For You. Nathan
Oh,
Fielder.
Nathan For You's funny. Have you guys seen that
I
one?
love that guy.
It's a similar thing.
Yeah,
where,
similar because he talks to real people and he's like this really awkward guy and he
pretends
he
that
doesn't break
he's-
character.
Yeah, he pretends that he's good at business, and he gives these people business
Like
advice.
the worst business advice ever.
Like he had this yogurt shop
Yeah,
do a
that-
poop flavored
yes,
yogurt.
yeah,
Did you see
he was-
that one?
yes,
Back to the
that-
poop.
yes,
if we can
back to the
return
poop.
to the poop.
Yeah, and he's Yeah, or he had the I got my son for Christmas in his Christmas stocking a few years ago. He did a fake Starbucks.
Yes.
I'm like, he just says, I don't know,
But these people
very
do
funny.
what he tells them to.
It's kind of sad because you kind of feel bad for the
You
people.
do, because see, now that she's not like that, like this is kind of
Right.
tongue in cheek funny.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Those
these-
people I kind of feel bad
I
for
do
because
kind of
they
feel
do
bad
what
for
he
them. They got suckered.
says.
Yeah.
And like the one time he had a guy that looked just like Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
So he was going to get him a job in the summertime. So he went to a local mall, and the mall. The
I
mall
remember you
went for it.
telling us
Yeah,
this
the mall
story.
went for it, and they were like, "Yeah, this is a great idea. Let's do a Christmas in July." And then the guy had a record.
Yes, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
this. I remember this.
Yeah.
Bad Santa.
Yeah, bad Santa.
Bad
And
Santa.
the guy had a record, and the mall was like, "No way in hell!" But he didn't tell the Santa guy, and they went in anyway.
Right.
And then like guards came out. Like it was, yeah. I mean, it's a little different.
That's mean spirited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
Sometimes,
that.
yeah,
But this isn't
crosses
the-
the line, but sometimes it's hilarious. Like it's, definitely. There are times though where I do feel bad.
You're just like, oh, that was
Oh,
wrong.
yeah,
That was just
yeah.
wrong.
It's a little cringy.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's pretty funny too, because he's so like he doesn't break character and he's just super awkward and weird, and he makes me laugh.
And he
They
has
showed
super
him
awkward.
at like it was some big football game. They
Oh,
they zoomed in on him and he's just kind of like staring.
Yeah, he's an awkward person.
He's a hilariously awkward person. I think I'm not sure it's all acting, but
Yeah.
yeah, he had a new show too. I forgot what it was.
I don't know.
The something I don't know.
I actually haven't had a lot of time for
Yeah,
shows lately.
Wow,
I don't know.
you've
I
been
couldn't tell you
busy.
what I've been doing, but I haven't been watching TV. So
how about that?
Okay.
How about the
Busy
pudding?
doing something.
Pudding?
today on my banner day, I sat down and watched Philomena Kunk. So
Okay.
I'm just chalking that up to my
yeah.
my good day.
Wow. So pooping in a box,
Pooping
watching
in
Philomena
box,
Kunk.
waffles for dinner.
All right.
Waffles for
How
dinner.
can you go wrong?
Yeah.
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 Well, kids,
Well,
again, another hour has
time
passed.
flies.
We've been getting very efficient at our podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's efficient's the word.
Aaron could answer that. He's doing the.
I am.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it.
Keep it tight.
It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all
All right.
good.
Yeah. So, no one else has anything to add about
I-
their banner day?
Good colonoscopy. I mean, not good colonoscopy. Yeah, like or like the poo
Good,
doc.
good mammogram.
Good mammogram.
Yeah, other tests.
Hoping
Yeah,
a good
that was the banner day. And good birthday lunch and
Where'd you go?
Baker's Crust in
Never heard of it.
Ashburn. I'd never been there either, but it was near it was near my mammogram and my friend's physical therapy appointments.
Wow. So the ladies are lunching. The ladies are lunching. I like
so
it.
that's why we chose the venue. Yeah.
Oh,
was good.
and cornhole has started. We're in first place.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how the rest of the season goes.
How many weeks?
Third week is this week. This week's the third week, I think. Yes. So we've only had 2 matches, but still.
But how many weeks do you do total?
I think it's 8 weeks.
Oh, is it every week?
You're gonna.
Yeah. We're starting off on top.
Is
So
there
we'll
a
see.
trophy?
No, just free dinner.
The golden beanbag.
There's no golden bean bag.
No.
No trophy, just free dinner.
In glory.
Free dinner is
But
probably
free dinner's
pretty
all
good.
right. Especially these days. Restaurants
Yeah.
are rather expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought $20 of fruit yesterday.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I thought I almost returned it. Like I bought the cut up fruit at Wegmans and I know it's more, but I was like, it's kind of worth it. And I was scanning it myself and I went,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, what? And I
Won't
mean,
do
No,
that
like
again.
like the grapes the other day were like $12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grapes have gone up there.
Grapes are crazy.
Bananas have even, and
Yeah.
bananas are usually like the cheapest. I made chicken noodle soup last night for dinner for like 3 of us, and it cost $32
that's
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
for chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
And I'm not like one of those people that's like super sensitive. I mean, usually I was like, oh, it costs what it costs. So when I'm like scanning and like, oh, that was outrageous. But anyway,
Yeah. My neighbor. So has anybody ever bought a cow?
No, but I know people have bought a cow.
Yeah. So my friend Angela has a couple cows. I got pictures.
Oh, these are live cows though.
Yeah.
Like the dead cow in your freezer.
Yeah.
She's talking about.
Oh,
I
you're
think.
talking a dead cow?
Yeah.
Oh, no, these
Yeah.
are live cows that nobody's going to eat. These are our pets.
Yeah, you
They're
buy
No.
certain
people,
parts. and
people
divvy
do
it
that,
up.
right?
Yes,
And
Yeah.
divvy it up.
yes.
So my neighbor called me the other day. He's trying to get a group of people. Apparently, it's not a cow, but he's in on some. I don't know how. I'm not going to ask. I think it's a little under the table.
Okay.
Just saying. But he's in on some kind of restaurant wholesaler around here.
Okay.
And so you can go in and you can get chicken for like $1 something a pound, but you
Right.
have to buy
Lots
40
of it.
pounds of chicken.
Right.
Okay.
And so of course you're never going to
Share it with people.
Right. So he was trying to get a group together to do that. And it's not just meats, it's all kinds of foods.
Yes.
And I'm debating on whether, I mean, it sounds like a great idea to
You wanna
save money, but
buy
at
a
the same
cow?
time, I don't know. Yeah. Like
Do you have the
I
freezer
feel like,
space?
I feel like I'll get like,
The
Sick
butt.
of it?
yeah,
the
like-
worst part of the cow?
or just overrun with too much food and like
Yeah.
not know what to do with it. And the meats you can freeze, but like, he's like, when you buy broccoli, you're buying 20 crowns of broccoli. Well, I mean,
What do you-
you know
that's
what I
a lot
mean?
of
Like
broccoli.
that's a lot of broccoli, even for people to split. That's a lot of broccoli.
Yeah. And I like fresh broccoli.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I guess.
broccoli.
Well, I mean, if he's going to organize a group,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Get on it.
Yeah.
We used to, it's been a while, but one of those, semi pulls up in a church parking lot and you order however much chicken or beef or whatever it is that you want. And I show up on Wednesday morning at 7:00 in the morning. Here come the semi park in the
really?
church parking lot.
Really?
And he'd give me a whole case of chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you
For
have like
cheap.
a deep freeze? You must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd freeze it in the freezer.
Okay.
yeah. I don't
but
have one of those
I don't
big
have
freezers.
one of those
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. It's much cheaper to do it. And it comes from a farm.
Right. Local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's much cheaper, much easier.
Yeah.
But it's a big case of chicken. It's huge. But
Also means I have to cook.
Right.
Yeah, right. No excuse. I got to eat all
cooking
this.
is fun.
I do. I don't mind cooking. I hate the recipe part. Like I hate coming up with what I need to cook.
Yeah, I don't like deciding it. If and I don't like deciding it and then going to the store.
Right.
Like I don't like doing that all in one day, and I'm bad at planning, so I usually do end up doing all at one day.
Do you do any of the boxes?
What kind of boxes?
The Hello Fresh or the Blue Apron or
no,
the,
but I did for a while. I can't remember which one I did. Maybe it was HelloFresh. And I
still
liked
do
it.
one. I do Marley Spoon, which is
Well, I don't know that one.
that one's the Martha Stewart one.
Oh, okay.
I have to say, Martha knows her stuff.
Yeah, she can.
She has
cook.
good recipes.
She's been around.
She's been
She's
around.
been around.
And she's got. I've tried a lot of the boxes, and this is my favorite. If
Marley
you guys are
Spoon.
looking, Marley
Okay.
Spoon,
Okay. Might try
good
that.
recipes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So those, like, sometimes I couldn't find the right servings, like,
Mhm.
the right number of people. Like, they're just like 4.
Yeah, you can. I forget how hers is set up. Well, I get 4 because when Leo's home, it feeds us fine. When
Mhm.
he's not home, it feeds us with
A little bit of
leftovers,
which
for
is
me
nice.
for lunch,
Yeah.
which I like.
Yeah, I like leftovers for lunch
I
too.
get very excited about my leftovers. I love
Oh.
leftovers.
Okay. Well,
So,
something to think about.
Yeah, so it feeds enough. Like the portions are good.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Some
those,
of them they aren't.
those are expensive, but sometimes by the time you buy all those ingredients and you
Well-
buy like more than you need because you have to buy like some spice that's,
Right.
like
Let me tell
Yeah,
you,
that you're never
with the
gonna
cost
use
of
again.
groceries right now,
it's better.
it's a bargain
oh, really?
for a couple meals a
Couple meals a week.
a week.
I'll check it out.
It's a bargain for the amount of
Yeah,
food you
right.
get. And
Okay.
yeah. Anyway,
Good to know. All right, Marley Spoon. if
maybe
you're
we can get.
listening.
Wait, now we got to get Martha to sponsor us.
Martha, if you'd like to call in.
Maybe I'll name the
Because
frog.
she's home listening to us.
I'll name the frog Martha Stewart if she'll
If
sponsor
she
us.
sponsors
There you
us.
go.
That is what
Or
she
Marley.
has been waiting for.
She's been waiting
her
for that.
whole life.
You know it. All these things she's accomplished. She's never had a frog named after her.
I mean,
Yeah.
this looks like it could be a Martha dress.
It could be a Martha. She could be a good Martha.
I think
Yeah.
she'd be a great Martha.
Maybe a Martha Philomena.
Martha Philomena. Yeah, that's a
Gertruda.
good Martha Philomena is not a bad second
Not
choice.
a bad
I
second.
could even go with Martha Greer. You could give her
Martha
Greer. as a
Greer.
middle
Okay,
name.
or as a
Martha
middle name.
Greer.
All right. That's fair.
That could work.
That's fair.
All right.
It's true. I can't say Gertruda. It's too
Greer
hard.
Gertruda
It's
is
too hard.
a tough one to spit out.
All right. Well, Martha, if you're listening,
All right, Martha.
We're here for you.
Get on it.
let us know.
Yeah.
All righty.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
There you go.
I've already scratched yours, so.
All righty.
Christine can't take it anymore. I think we need to wrap it up.
Okay, and on that note,
Thank you for joining us.
oh, thank you so much for
For the
joining
set
us.
list of
You.
life.
We apologize for
Thank you for, if you've made it this far.
made it this far.
Kudos.
God bless you.
You get your own award.
That's right.
Oh my God.
All
Come
right.
back next week.
All right, we'll talk about something
Please.
nicer.
Please
We
come
can
back
talk
next
about other bodily functions. Well, it's been good talking with you, set listeners. Good night.
Good night.
week.